AI can be a great friend of cybersecurity, but also it's a double-edged sword. Only fire can fight fire. And how, for each of these new AI-powered cyber threats, AI itself can be the answer. You have greater ability to look at anomalies, and then you can minimize the impact of the attacks because you are able to respond quickly. The biggest loophole in our cybersecurity posture management is the human element. AI makes the training of your team members highly personalized so that they don't get fed up with the training and avoid the training, but it's very contextualized, highly consumable. As quickly as the adversarial attacks are developing, the counter measures are also developing. Thanks to AI, 92% of malware can morph itself within a matter of few hours. The attacks are autonomous. The defense can also be autonomous. People can be scammed into what is called pig butchering, where you would use emotional connections to lure people into using Tor to transfer funds. The punishment, if you commit any of these crimes, would be so severe that it is a threat to the attackers. Yeah? Many people don't realize that using ChatGPT, even with a very innocuous prompt, that prompt is being shared. Poisoned LLMs have already demonstrated what kind of damage they can do.
We are in an exponential age, and this innovation ecosystem, let it be the national ecosystem or the university ecosystem, is basically designed for proportional changes, linear changes, if you please. That's why we are lagging behind.
This age is the most intense in terms of technology change, and it's really hard to cope with the speed of change.
Only flexible frameworks can keep up with the exponential change of technology. The global cost of cybercrime in 2024 is $9.6 trillion.
After about 45 minutes of engineers and theoreticians and physicists and defense planners discussing all the different aspects of ballistic missile defense, a very crusty admiral stands up and he says, "Can someone finally tell me if we can hit the thing or not?" Disinformation, deep fakes, and the ability to distinguish among them. The ability to then hijack that and feed me false information is increasingly a challenge. And I need the ability to distinguish fact from fiction, and it's becoming harder.
Curated data is the new oil. Raw data is just worthless.
AI are not neutral. They have their own alignment problems.
This human is trying to ride a bike with something called flipped handlebars. Turn left, it turns right. It turns out once you've learned how to bike, it's extremely difficult to figure out how to do this, and it takes weeks and weeks of practice. All models are wrong, but some are useful. So now you have the most advanced AI company in the world with the most data and the most computers doing really profoundly poorly relative to the most trivial thing you could possibly do.
Human beings have hallucinations and biases all the time.
We are in a way holding the machine to a higher standard than the human, and maybe that's what we shouldn't be doing. With the technology, you cannot separate the good from the bad, or what he called it, the lions from the lambs.
The countries which manage to, I think someone used the expression guardrails, have limited guardrails to allow success of this next revolution will be the ones who are most successful. Data is the new oxygen for the LLMs, and frankly some of that oxygen is getting cut off now.
I believe the future of education, the future of humanity is tied to education. We cannot continue exactly the way we are because of automation. AI will take over a lot of things, but what I don't see it take over is our ability to raise our consciousness.
In the new age of AI, What is your motivation to be a constant learner when knowledge is at your fingertips?
I'm actually not worried about the singularity because we will not know when it happens. The super intelligence is not going to feel like they need to reveal themselves to us. AI is not going to take your job, but somebody who uses AI better than you might take your job. The person on our team that can manage a horde of agents and build agents, he's outperforming everybody else.